Hey guys, MKDH here, and I thought I'd do something new. This is going to be a reaction video to Who Is This Git remake of Creepy Bad Endings number 46, which of course is for the remake of Live Alive. Yeah, this is basically going to be a live reaction, even though this will be recorded. Yeah, I was expecting it to be called Creepy Bad Endings number 46 Redux, not a remake. Uh, it's a distinction without a difference. But anyway, yeah. This, of course, is going to include spoilers, including for the Live Alive remake. Yeah, truthfully, I haven't played Live Alive, but I, uh, I there was plenty of reason to be interested in this. Yeah. Yeah, if you mind spoilers, please turn back now. I'm going to give you till the count of 10 to get back so that you can get away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so that should be anybody who, for those of you who are left, who wouldn't mind spoilers, yeah. I'm particularly excited because I have seen how Orsted gets a redemption moment in a remake. I mean, he still dies in the golden ending, but it's kind of like with the arena analogy. And here, Orsted decided to walk with his head held high. Like, yeah. We'll get to that because I know who this get will cover about it. I talked with him on Discord about it actually. Yeah, I did, of course, avoid spoiling Whoisthisgit or letting him see the ending, letting him see the new stuff first. So anyway, let's get this started. Creepy Bad Endings number 46 remake. The Live Alive remake recently unranked, so I thought this would be the perfect time to make a remake of Creepy Bad Endings number 46, which covered the original SNES version.
Feels like just yesterday.
Go away,
she was in the
ads.
car seat. Now she's gonna be in the driver's.
Whoisthisgit presents Creepy Bad Endings number 46. Did you know? Odio means hatred in Italian, Spanish, and Latin. Also, don't forget to like the video. Hold on. Bad endings. I don't know about anybody else, but they terrify me. Just when the hero thought everything was finally right. Just when it looked like peace had finally returned to the world, something happens at this creates a bittersweet, and at worst spoils everything and the enemies win. Despite everything that happened throughout adventure, bad endings don't give you any second chances. You screwed things up for everyone and you must pay dearly. Oh, and hold on. I'm pretty sure it doesn't show properly. There we go. Yeah, sorry about it. What's the correct? Anyway, let's get the show on the road. Whoisthisgit presents Creepy Bad Endings number 46. Now, did you know audio means hatred in Italian, Spanish, and Latin? Welcome to Live Line. We're covering one of Squaresoft's lesser-known titles in this episode. Yep. This game is like a prototype version of Chrono Trigger, but if you ask me, it's far more interesting. Yeah, Whoisthisgit has a higher opinion of Live Alive than he does Chrono Trigger. There are 7 scenarios to complete, with each of them taking place in the different time periods across history. Not unlike the story of Waxworks, actually. Huh. Instead of following one protagonist, each scenario had its own main character. All the scenarios share the same battle system, but they have vastly different gimmicks and atmospheres. Oh, and new touch with the remake. Yeah, you saw the reader, right? Pogo the caveman scenario doesn't have a line of dialogue until the very end. Although the remake changed it, I believe. Even if can use their strong sense of knowledge to track people and enemies. Oh, and for reference, in the original, Pogo originally said love at the end, and ending a new word. It's a case you might have noticed in the remake. All Pogo ever says is "I." Actually, that's a case of loss in translation because Japanese has the words and the words spelled AI mean love. So yeah, loss in translation. What were you thinking? And look like it. Oh right, there's not sort of fist of race thing. I mean. Anyway, and the Kung Fu chapter set in Imperial China. You take control of the Kung Fu master.
As the earth, and mind tranquil as flowing water.
He wishes to set and pass on his skill to a successor before he dies. Oh, King Tycoon. Or he can. Can
I'm impressed by your
change this.
speed and agility.
But be warned that not everyone will survive to the end of the chapter.
This life of banditry, and instead, allow me to teach you my kung fu.
And all three and by the way, all three characters involved, Lei, Samu, and Juan, and I believe two of them are renamed in a localization too. They all have basic appealing points in favor of each one of them. I mean, Lei is of course female. Samu is a mighty glacier, and Juan is a magic car power. Anyway.
Man.
And language, Lei! The sci-fi chapter set in the distant future follows the spaceship crew as they're about to turn to...
Huh? That's odd.
The main character is a robot named Cube, who had just been built. There's very little combat during this chapter. If I had to compare it to another gameplay experience, it's like the XS Express from Paper Mario 2. Huh. Not everyone will enjoy the unusual setup, but the cold and dark atmosphere is very effective. Think of it as a mix of Alien 2001.
That's why I've decided to
The martial arts chapter, which takes place in the present day, is the sort of all.
To put my skills to the test.
You play as Masaru, who aims to become the strongest fighter in the world. He hopes to achieve this by fighting 6 powerful combatants from around the world. Yes, it's a lot like Street Fighter. In fact, this game was even composed by Yoko Shimomura, who also composed the Street Fighter 2 soundtrack. First, Masaru can learn the skills of his opponent if they use them on him. Yeah, like the blue mages from the Final Fantasy series. Once you defeat all 6 of the opposing fighters, you have to battle the chapter's boss.
Let's give the crowd something to remember.
Yeah. In the cowboy chapter set during the Wild West time, you play as the Sundown Kid, a wanted outlaw.
Almost like saying goodbye.
But he's not all bad. During this chapter, he helps the town prepare traps for a bandit raid.
Parting is such sweet sorrow.
The more successful you are at planning the traps, the easier the boss will fight at the end will be. Whoisthisgit had a video on this for the original SNES version. Anyway. You don't want to mess with Sundown's sharpshooting skills. Those HP is kind of low. He has some of the most powerful attacks in the game. Basically a glass cannon. Victory! The second chapter is set in the near future, starring Akira. And yeah, Whoisthisgit is not like Akira being a wuss.
No!
Some years back, his father, a riot police captain, was killed during a skirmish with a gang called the Crusaders.
Okay,
He and
everyone.
his sister were
We have
taken
some
in
new
an
friends
orphanage.
joining us today. Go on and introduce yourself to the others.
But during his teenage years, he started to develop strange powers, such as the ability to read minds. Damn, I wish puberty was that cool for me. Unfortunately, this was my least favorite chapter by quite some distance. I just didn't find it very interesting. Huh. And finally, the ninja chapter, set during feudal Japan, starring about Omar. He must sneak his way through a rival ninja clan's hideout and rescue a hostage.
Their accomplishments unwritten.
That may be the most ambitious chapter of all. It's a stealth mission created long before that type of game grew to peak popularity. Metal Gear Solid. There are 100 humans throughout the castle, but it's possible to clear the chapter without killing any of them. Well, kind of. Although if you want to, killing every single person is also an option. Yeah, that's what it is, an option. Yeah, you could kill them what was it? Yeah, you could kill them because you run their orders. You'd be following orders without question. Anyway, when you finish these 7 chapters, an 8th one will be unlocked. Night. It takes place during the Middle Ages within the kingdom of You control the famed knight Ørsted, the most beloved hero in the land. Here's Ørsted! Chapter begins in the final stages of a tournament, where the winner will earn the right to marry Princess Alessia, or Alicia. Ørsted and his friend Strapo both make it to the final, forcing the two to battle.
But not this day. Gods, grant me strength. Grant me glory deserved.
And that's a little... Of course, being the main character, Ørsted wins.
Your champion
Victory!
is crowned! Well fought. And won, my friend.
The youth is deserving of reward great. Let marriage unite. Bonds of blood, true bind.
Yes.
And all know
Shouldn't they get to know each other?
Forevermore. My people, come and join in our revels. My table is open to one and all.
Is it me or does it sound like some Shakespeare play? The things seem very idyllic, which obviously means it's not going to last. This game doesn't even have to be called Battalion War. What the? Hi there. Let's wallop the thing. Wallop the thing with it. Or that defeats the monsters, but an even bigger one shows up. Takes Alessia away. Oh, that's cheating! It appears the Demon King, who was defeated many years ago, has returned. Dang it! Now Ørsted must go to the fourth inland to rescue the princess. Oh, and by the way, I should know that the temple, the remixes, I think they tend to be slower. I am not sure. I have seen videos and listen. Demon King's prelude in particular, I know is slower, and yeah, I just had to bring that up. But anyway, now Ørsted must go to the Forbidden Land to rescue the princess. This chapter is a lot closer to your standard RPG compared to the others. Not only is it set in medieval times, it has random battles, or set as a silent hero, and so on.
Black of heart, his twisted form reflection of his sin. Incarnate hate, undying enemy. Atop Western Mount stands the hero true. One blessed, mighty, pure of heart and soul, his powerful form, Providence's proof. By hero's hand must fall the Lord of Dark.
Come on,
The demon lord of
get to the good.
dark,
Dead
and forgotten.
Yeah, I'm being impatient. We're barely 10 minutes into this. Anyway, the Demon Lord was previously defeated by the hero Hash, but he has now closed off his heart from others and now lives at a mountain hermit.
Hero Hash slew him. A mighty deed.
Oh, I got the
Might he again
name
come in our
pronunciation right.
Alone, you'd face the Lord of Dark, my
So
friend.
Orset sets up to save the day, but not before Strabo joins him on a quest.
No need for heroics.
Strabo.
I'll come along.
Yeah, I bet he's loyal. Unfortunately, the way that the Archon's roost is blocked up roots, it doesn't imply that Archon is a bird. Anyway, you'll need to help with the previous hero has to enter, but he refused to cooperate. Dang it! He's not talking. To get him to join, go to this house in Gallia village and examine the shoes.
As well you should.
The old man who lives here is the Uranus, who helped Hash and defeat the Demon Lord before. He'll join your team.
But weak, complacent, good folk came to be.
And yeah, I'm renouncing Uranus in the way I am for obvious reasons.
To risk one's life and limb for Alethea is a noble aim. But I would see Hash and his heavy heart, yet filled with hate for fellow man, be cleansed. Without love, without trust, without faith, I fear for him and his immortal soul.
Uranus.
So I will take up arms and join your quest. And pray,
Do that,
dear
please.
Ash, my friend, may yet be swayed.
Please don't make jokes, people. He's able to convince Hash to join the cause.
Their troubles are beneath me still. But you, who call me craven, weak of will, I'd prove you wrong for peace of mind and pride.
Do it! Yes! You now have a full party of war.
Accursed fiend
Wait,
returned.
where's that? Next goes to Hash's grave at the
By all the gods
at the
I
mountain
swear,
summit that
with
obtained the
sacred
legendary
blade,
sword
I'll
Brian.
slay you, send you back from whence you came.
This is getting more cliche by the moment. We're hell heck. With the sword in hand, Hash will open the door to Arkan's roost. Dragon Quest V is Monster Allied.
Let's have
The kid,
done with
please said that. Deeper in this area is a room full of statues of the boss from the other chapters. That's odd. Upper right, there's Outlaw Dio. What the heck? Lurking in the next room is the Demon Lord.
Instead, you'll understand my true design.
Sir! straight bow in front. Okay. But when you kill the demon, Hamilton, where or the one you were looking for, typo with this guy. You insist that a true demon king is much more powerful. He hurts to die from the plague. Oh god, an incurable cause of death. Great.
A trickster, nothing more.
Dang it!
My sword, I leave.
Before he dies, he gives Orsted a Brian sword and some final advice. Let's hear it.
She waits. She hopes that help is coming still. By love and trust and faith will we be saved. A single soul's enough when against the world we stand. Apart. Alone.
Huh.
Believe in me. We plead.
As long as there's one person who believes in you, huh?
And answer they. I will.
No, Ash! He's had a commander. Where's that?
Dear Alethea, she's not here.
Where did it? Morning hash.
The mountain shudders.
That's interesting.
We must flee this place.
Yeah, you couldn't get. I didn't look up about spoilers or the later stuff. Yeah. Anyway, let's get out of here. Oh, Strayville. What? Strayville's dead as well now? Jeez. Two parties to head back to Cook. The surviving two will return to the castle and inform the king of these terrible events.
Let sun now set on tragic day. Good Ash, the best of us, now gone.
He allows you to rest in the castle for the night. Yeah, let's do that. What the heck?
Don't touch me!
Or just having a bad time. Huh? Wait, it's Strayville? You're supposed to be dead. What's going on? Okay, what the heck? Why did he, and what's he's doing, Stephen King's there and he's doing nothing. But hey, let's attack him. That'll be a good idea. I'm sure of it. Okay, Stephen King flame. Ah, what? Oh dear me. You have no choice but to attack the king here, by the way. Yeah. Plot railroading.
Why stand you here, Blade?
Since Ordet killed the king, everyone starts to think he must be the true king.
Guards, for me!
Dang it! Ordet, you impulsive idiot!
Go, quickly! I will
Good attacks the soldiers to give you time to some time to escape.
Shows his true colors.
Before they seize you too, take flight and clear your name.
Ordet, former hero of the kingdom, is now feared by and loved by almost everyone.
Again, from all Lucrece. We'll cast you out. Be gone and never dare return.
What happened?
The champions returned! They saved the king.
They ignore custom
They spread these horrid lies. That man's a villain. Keep your distance. James.
complexities.
A hero false. In truth, the Lord of Dark.
At this point, you'll have to return to the castle and get captured to advance the story. It makes a little sense.
The sheer audacity! We'll seize the demon this time. All Lucrece will witness justice done and killer's death. Your execution set. At dawn's first light. Enjoy your final night ere judgment comes.
This is a mess. Uranus is here too. He's been tortured for being a demon ally.
Is he the demon prince or simple pawn? Such fear.
I think at this point thing.
I see in their eyes.
But he tells Orsted not to resent people like Hash did.
Nature laid bare. Fleeting glimpse of what good Hash did wear within. In darkness, dare not despair. 'Tis a test. Do we surrender to sorrow and hate, or rise above and choose instead to trust in one another? I would take the leap, inherit our cause.
He uses the last of his power to open the jail door. Tells Orsted to return to Arkansas. Uranus, not you too.
You've precious little time, and duty great. Deliver her with love, and by her love be saved, redeemed,
Hopefully.
absolved, and proven good.
Hopefully.
You see it clear, most surely. Where she waits, the Archon's roost. Beyond the chamber sealed, where Hash fell. Word that I had died there too.
Dear gods!
As he escaped the castle, he flew at the slaughter lots of soldiers.
Killed his cat's paw priest, and now seeks vengeance!
I'm not feeling like much of a hero now, that's for sure. Excuse me. Go back to the boss room from before to find a secret passage. What? Now we can access it. What? On the peak of the mountain is a larger statue of the Demon King, and someone else you might know.
For king and country.
A stray bow?
The statue's secret. I found it. And then, stifled feeling, overwhelmed. In that moment, I knew how I'd finally best you. And rescue Alethea.
What?
My true love.
What? Draco reveals his true intentions. He's fed up with playing second fiddle to Orsted. Evil laughter on stray bow. By the way, I noticed that somebody in the complete monster cleanup thread on vanilla TV tropes originally planned to propose somebody from Live Alive for complete monster, and was about to do it when Live Alive's remake got announced. Is it possible that Strayble's the candidate? Or maybe ODO Pride, I don't know. Or possibly those lunatics from Akira's chapter. Or maybe the Coup Tribe Chief. The Coup Tribe Chieftain. Anyway.
So strong.
I guess we'll find out in a few days from now. He wants Alethea for himself. He tricked Orsted into killing the king and therefore making everyone hate them.
Soon to come, when guided I your hand in murder just, a thieving king.
Stray boat, you're a disgrace!
Disgraced.
Funny you use that term.
You came to ruin us.
tried, friend. I believed
This is a
you could
mess.
change. That competition in you cannot. You'd never settle. Never let me win. Not even when I begged. For love.
What?
For love. You've no idea how I wept that night.
All this, lustful rich, that's rich, Drapo,
You've never loved, nor lost, nor known shame.
coming from you.
But that was then. I knew found strength. You'll see a final bout to settle it, my friend.
Jesus,
The faithful follow a better.
Jesus.
Champion crowned. Champion no more.
Because clearly you can't make use of it as that, Harry. You suck, Drapo, forever.
You will repay my loyalty in death.
That trailer used that line. Defeat Drapo again to finish Chanter. Compared to the other battles on the way here, he's easy peasy. Yeah, with this reject in the shirt. The disgraceful reject. Get out of here. Seriously, that was for that was for checking out dead into killing like
You triumph
father.
to the last.
Lustful. You call Orsted a lustful wretch.
Such greed.
Rich coming from you, Drapo. Seriously, Orsted, you have ammo. Call him on his hypocrisy. Hey, Dre. Hey, Alicia. Guy. What?
Why? Why now, husband? I waited, but you never came, husband. In you I placed
Even
my
though
trust. In you my faith.
plot
Father,
railroading.
even though good Strabo, he...
What?
And yet, despite that wrong, he loved me still. He suffered dearly for your sake, your pride. A hero's legend built on sacrifice.
Alicia.
Better men,
Drapo tricked Orsted into killing your father. You
anointed hero.
dumb hole.
Glory to his name.
I mean, Orsted was impulsive too, but Drapo deserves more blame just for creating that illusion.
And humble, be forgot, but not by me. I'll not betray our love.
Ah! What? What? No.
Your name and deeds are known to me, sir. Having witnessed your prowess firsthand, am grateful for most thrilling spectacle. Let us be wed, for king and for country.
Outdated values. Go figure.
For I am yours, and you are mine henceforth. None holds a higher place within my heart. Not father, not any man. This I swear. In you alone, I place my faith.
She waits. She
What the?
hopes that help is coming still.
You
By
changed your
love and
story,
trust
Alicia.
and faith will we
What?
be saved. A single soul's enough when against the world we stand. Apart, alone. Believe in me. We plead. We pray.
By the way,
Answer they.
it's been covered on Fritz or that fights several bosses along the way to straight bow, to where you fight the straight bow, and one of them is called xenophobia because apparently or that is fearing that Alicia may not forgive may not forgive Orchid for accidentally killing Alicia's father.
Trust in one another.
Yeah, I do say accidentally.
I'd
Orchid
what little I have left, and plead your
caused the accident
innocence to
by being
all who
impulsive,
hear.
but still.
But that will not suffice, I think. Still young you are, most capable and driven lad, as once we were. Myself and dearest Hash, inherit our cause. Keep the faith. Forgive.
I think ours, Maru, is one of the better concepts.
My lord!
Yeah. Or at this
Why
point.
stand you here, blade drawn?
We are familiar with what happens here at this point. Because
He's dead.
And culprit caught red-handed.
'Twas the lad.
A plot? Then Hash and Strabo too, murdered.
This villain is his work. The Lord of Dark.
The wretched fiend!
Deceiver! Monster!
Naught remains.
or dead speaking.
Utterly alone. Cast out. Unloved. Outside the grace of gods. The Archon's roost. They call this shrine of death. Yet nowhere do I spy our Lord of Dark. His throne sits empty, wanting for an heir.
What? Orsted? Are you okay?
Did I not do all that was asked? Did I not serve and seek my fair and just reward? And for my deeds, they damn me. Name me demon.
One impulsive action inspired by an illusion and...
Demon, then. Renouncing former ties and titles. And in their place, I claim...
Oh, God.
the Lord of Dark.
Oh, God. Oh, God. Holy crud, where's my jaw? I think it fell over there somewhere. And we're halfway through this. To be continued. Thankfully, it's not over. Man, Horsted had main character written all over me. It looked certain he'd be the hero to save the day, but now he's become the biggest mugger. Oh. The moment this silent hero broke archetype and began talking, it sent a chill down my spine colder than any other. That's certainly a way to sell the seriousness of the situation. Imagine if Mario or Link went through the same experience and suddenly spoke. Well, beyond their usual yells and exclamations, so such, here we go, which are more like grunts than anything. And as you know, in some crazy way, he's kind of relatable. I'm sure we've all felt frustrated when he's trying to help others, only to get it thrown back in our face. Yeah. But then again, most of us don't give in to our hatred and turn into the new Demon King. That is true. That's tempting. Temptation is a pain. A fantastic and now in an intense chapter, and it's not the end of the game yet.
Fact. Redfin sells homes faster than other agents.
Ads.
Wanna win? Sell with Redfin.
Worst
Dan didn't think he was
timing
until his daughter
possible.
reminded him California's severe drought is reducing our water supply. And he
well, I did a good
there's
point
more
about
he needs to do right
California's
now to cut
drought.
back, like watering less
Yeah,
outside.
that has to be
Cutting back
fixed.
even just
I'm
one
getting
day a
sick of
week can save you
California
up to 20%
garbage.
more water. Adjusting your sprinklers so you water only where it's needed. And using mulch to prevent evaporation. Now Dan's saving
Why
more
not
water
desalinate in California? Find a place to desalinate that would threaten the marine life. It's not like you're next to an ocean. Jesus. Anyway, when you finish the night chapter, you'll unlock the final chapter of the game. Yeah, getting back to this. Choose which of the main characters to be your protagonist for the finale. But if you don't want to get the best ending, don't pick Orsted. You'll choose one of the other 7. Yeah, the obvious reasons for it. And yeah, who would this get? Pick Leah. He actually told me he would on this. The chapter begins shortly after the end of each scenario.
Oh, foolish child.
All of them are transported to a strange dimension by Odio/Orsted.
Whose faith in men endures despite their sins. Oh, child, now come and see their true design.
And yeah, who's this kid actually picked today? After wandering around for a bit, you'll find a staircase. Climb it to arrive in the now human-free Luxetia. At first, you'll only have your chosen protagonist in your team. But all the others except Orchard will join once you fight them. Though some might fight you or run away multiple times. Pogo would you'd have to fight if you didn't have any, but it's so cool to see them all work together even though they're from the same game. It feels like a huge crossover.
Got something to ask.
Yes, that's Sundown. If you want to get the very best ending, you'll need to find all 7 characters. Also, each character has their own special mini dungeon that you can enter if they're in your team at the time. At the end of these dungeons, you can find that character's ultimate weapon. To get the very best ending, I think you'll need to collect them all. I'm not sure why that would be necessary, actually. Probably to make things easier. Probably just there to make things easier. Once you find your team, head to Arkansas to confront Odeon in the final battle. The dialogue here is slightly different depending on which characters are in your team. Yeah, it will be. I mean, Cube. Yep. Would that be Sundown?
Yeah.
Yep.
You might be right about that much.
For love, a woman's touch, a simple joy.
Definitely Pogo.
For legacy, a master's diamond.
And of course, Lei.
So, what's your point?
Within your words lies a simple truth. You fought and won and claimed your promised prize. And not for noble cause, but selfish want. A craving, deep and primal, spurring to shield desire and
Disdain all else. Let those of or and those opposed be damned by Yah.
the ones who call this kingdom home. Your kin in spirit. This I see.
Yeah, tribalism sucks. I agree, Odeo. And so begins the first form of the final boss. Hi there. If you die fighting against this form or the second form, you'll get the worst ending of all. Reporting! Never mind the ending, that was fancy Carrie, not or that opinion of Alicia is really that low down, huh? I'm probably justified. Yeah! Armageddon. What is going on? Whoa! What just happened? Roshi. Oh, Yun. Credit. I'm just sitting through this. Come on. Church bells. This could take a while. Let all creation yield to my command. The blinding light subsumed and cleansed the slate. My God, and I thought Lavos was destructive. All he did was doom the future. But Audio destroyed absolutely everything in every time period. Music was one of the most chilling things I've ever heard, especially towards the end, with the bell and wave sounds. Though to be honest, I preferred the version from the original. All console sound chips just cutting deeper than overblown orchestrated music. Yeah, I think sometimes the original is always best. Travo, you have a lot to answer for, or not, since all time in the entire universe was destroyed. Typo. Anyway, if you win against purity of audio, or the most difficult part is complete. Yeah, purity of audio was renamed from pure audio. But be careful, you're not on the in woods yet.
And one.
After losing, Orsted turns back to normal in order for you to kill him.
Not in this.
After losing, Orsted turns back to normal in order for you to kill him. If you do, you'll get another bad ending with different dialogue depending on your protagonist. Where's the music? It's supposed to be playing Cry Alive. Here. No, Orsted! Even though we wanted to finish him. At the very least for the purpose of the... Oh. No!
Alethea.
Orsted. Dead in the same place as Drabo and Alicia.
Damn it.
wrong. This isn't me. This is who I used to be. Tell me, old man.
It is. Oh, boy.
Tell me I did it right.
Broken wings. It's a pretty lame band ending, especially compared to what we just saw. Well, there is the matter, Fridge Horror. But I guess the empty dead feeling gives a spinning in it and lets you know you did something wrong. And I assume the heroes were never transported back to their times and can only persist in the doomed world they've created. Oh. They didn't walk away in the original. Let's just get them to play this the entire way through. Well, it never end. The cycle continues. Yeah, Fridge Horror. Yeah, I want to hear Broken Wing. Yeah, it is Whoisthisgit's video. Oh, great, another ad. Yeah. So yeah, going on to the what's it and go away ads, please. To get the best ending, refuse to kill Orsted and return to the boss catcher. Hi there. The rest of the team will show up if you found them. Hi there.
I knew you would not fail.
For even should I falter here,
Orsted arrived and he explains more about Odio.
my boundless hate shall transcend time. From ancient past, the beast.
All the other chapter bosses were reincarnations of Odio's hatred, which explains why they have names like Odio, Odilo, Zero D -1, Zero, and so on. And yeah, I prefer the 0D-1, 13, 16, hexadecimal, in case you don't get it.
Hate is yours, and yours is mine. To share a history so long as men yet live. Now sing our name. Embrace us. Odio!
Something tells me this guy's the incarnation of the deadly sin of wrath. You'll have to refight each Odio boss with each incarnation. You'll have once more.
Come on, Noctu, let's do this.
Oh! If you lose, you'll either get a regular game over or the Armageddon ending. Not sure, I haven't tested it, but if you found a good item for and it shouldn't be hard. I believe the remake actually changes it to actually have losing any of the Odio reincarnation caught the Armageddon ending. The Odios are defeated for all time. However, if you don't have every character and possibly every ultimate weapon, you'll get the incomplete ending. Yeah, like Whoisthisgit mentioned, he deliberately left out the key to here.
Why?
Yeah, yeah, not that. Was it mentioned about the incomplete ending?
Make ready. Your return is nigh. My magic wanes as life and time remaining ebb. Let not this memory fade. My words preserve. In every heart,
well,
the
we don't want
of dark abides.
Yeah, we do want to abide by and no one gets left behind, but I definitely don't like it. So I approve of Whoisthisgit.
Springs eternal, sings all tempting draught. we'll drink of her again. In every heart, the seed of dark abides. The makings of a lord when watered well.
This ending
With hate,
feel
sweet hate, she springs eternal. Sing, all tempting draught. We'll drink of her again.
What? No one-liners? What? No. Hmm? Something's wrong. Something just felt wrong about that. So I'm going to guess that anyone you didn't find gets trapped in this dimension forevermore. That's pretty damn sad. Yeah. Legacy preserved. Well, good for you, but I will never see anyone at the orphanage, including his sister. Yeah.
Why can we not prevail?
But if you have everyone and possibly every weapon, there's one more battle here that wasn't in the original game. Yeah.
He's calling it to him. All the darkness, all the hatred in this world.
So it's not over, huh?
Not by a long shot. Where is he? Jesus! Yeah. Oh, just keep eating out of anger. Oh, look, it's another one of the typical final bosses. He boss analysis number 50 for details. Just when you thought the game was out one. Yeah, Xenophobia decides to imitate it. And just, well, not quite, but still. The clinch race. How this help. Thankfully, this needs fight. And if you can beat Purity of Audio, I see no reason why you can't beat this form either. Like, yeah, but music, which by the way is called Gigalomania, or sorry, Gigalomania. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Gigalomania. It fits the mood so perfectly, and like, at this point, we're just beating on Orsted, like. Seriously! I had to lose on purpose to see this, but if you did, or that sounds good. I'm Armageddon. Please no. What the heck? Yeah, we're just beating on Orsted. Yeah, and all we can do is fight this broken soul. But if you find him, he'll eventually use absolute condemnation to immobilize your team, forcing the other three to take over.
Sorry, old man.
No! Hopefully you got every character to a decent level.
Stubborn to surrender.
Eventually the other characters will be able to move again, and then you can control all 7 of them at the same time. Yeah. But he'll eventually use absolute condemnation to unlife them. Could this be the end? No! I will! Wait, what? What did he just say? What's going on with Arctic? What did... Hi there. Ah! Wait a minute. Wait a minute. We're... Look at this. We are controlling Orsted against the actual Odie Lord of Dark. Yeah, you see what I mean? You can see. Yeah. The Wham Line, I must, I will. That you can sit or death. But fight back against it. Against Odio. Heavenly, like how appropriate. On one hand, I learned that Artet is able to redeem himself somewhat. But on the other, I'm not sure that I like that he and Odia are different entities. I want to say that people are divided about Pizarro from Dragon Quest IV because sometime back I was wondering if the remake would involve a Dragon Quest IV Pizarro case. I mean, this is the closest we're going to get to that. Let's be honest, but still. Of course, I never...
Name. Remembered now. Yes.
Custom naming. Once you win, it's the end of the game.
Are these my hands? Stained black with blood and sin. What wickedness I've wrought. And all for what?
Once again, the dialogue here is different depending on your protagonist choice.
Hurts to say it. But you remind me of me. The old me. I saw what others had and hated them for it. Wondered why they deserved so much, and I so little. But I had it all wrong. Most of them hadn't gotten where they were just by asking for it. And what little they'd done was only a fraction of what they'd tried to achieve. That's just how it goes. We don't always get what we want. Sometimes what we wanted was never ours to take. And sometimes all we can do is try to be better. Do the best you can, and hope that it's enough in the end. Maybe that doesn't make much sense, but... I've made a lot of mistakes.
They...
Still do, from time to time.
To strive for something more. better self. I too have made mistakes. I turned my back. By men abandoned, thus abandoned men.
Yeah, I'm pausing the video here because I gotta talk about that. I have seen a Baltimore talk with Orsted first. Yeah, I had in fact looked for spoilers actively, but Orsted's redemption moment still took me by complete surprise. My opinion at the end just wanted to form is that it's basically the idea of reconstruction. It involves the idea of adding in reconstruction to what was already a deconstruction setting. And I have to get back to you on what Cineaudio Oh, right, Cineaudio exists to make us that we're just beating on Orsted at that point. Then, yeah, Orsted redemption moment happens. Yeah, that speaks for itself. It's just that's where he makes could very well be showing further TLC to remakes, vanilla TV tropes as a Live Alive's heartwarming page. Mentioned that in the remake showed active TLC to it. Active TLC taking fans' points to heart. What was it? To make it better of it, what was once an experimental game. Anyway, yeah, that redemption and up, so but just just wow. Anyway, that's to the protagonist response. Boromaru mentioned about how he went to think for himself. I forget the exact details actually. I've also seen one other character on dialogue, more or less. Yeah. Note that I'm hesitant about saying dialogue because, yeah, believe it or not, that protagonist who I was alluding to Whoisthisgit on Discord, well, that protagonist is Pogo. Yeah. In the original, Pogo simply said love. Here in the remake, Pogo, as the protagonist, he actually gives Orsted a cool-down hug. Yeah. And I also hear that Cube, as the protagonist, would give Orsted a flower. He wouldn't have done that originally. All Cube would have made it sound. Yeah. So Pogo and Cube, from what I hear with Cube, yeah, go bigger with. They'll get the best improvements. And I should also mention Akira. Akira manages a case of adaptational jerk-ass here as the protagonist, and simply within the same action. Because, yeah, Akira still gives Orsted a reason you suck speech. Gosh, Akira, that's not abrasive at all. I wouldn't have been in the original, but add in the context of the remake, it has Orsted's redemption, which Akira would have seen with his own 2 eyes. Like, how do you manage a case of adaptational jerk-ass in the same, with the same action? How did that work? Oh, alright, Akira is an adaptational jerk-ass anyway. Vanilla TV tropes mentioned a case of about it's not. Being good at a YMV case the case happening in his own chapter. Yeah, enough of that. Yeah. So anyway,
Make ready. Your return is nigh. My magic wanes as life and time remaining ebb.
12:11. Yeah, I'm looking at the time. It's
fade.
12:11 p.m. PST.
My words preserve. In every heart, the seed of dark abides.
Or Dead was giving the same advice in the original without the Shakespearean.
When watered well, with hate, sweet hate, she springs eternal, sings. All tempting draught,
we'll drink of her
again.
Where's Dead? Call me a meanie, but I'm glad he still died even after redeeming himself. He wouldn't have been much of a tragedy. I can live happily ever.
The seed of dark abides.
Oh, this is the best we could do.
The makings of a lord when watered well. With hate, sweet hate, she springs eternal. Sings. All tempting draught. We'll drink of her again.
I'm not sure if you need every ultimate weapon to get the extended credit scenes. I would assume so. But enough the good ending. I'm more wondering what happens if you choose Orsted as the protagonist. Yeah, we can always view the good ending on YouTube. But anyway, if you're feeling evil, choose Orsted, but be warned that you won't get a good ending.
A slave to appetites.
Picking him will make the finale very different and much shorter.
Lesser still. For hunger drives a beast.
After the events of his chapter, Orsted decides to destroy all humans in time period.
Naught else but man. Spares no thought for them.
Loving the new outfit, Orsted. Who doesn't look great in key?
He shall.
Oh, that's another thing I should mention. That cape, it would have belonged to Trable for Orsted to spit on that drunk test.
To the last.
Only thing to do is go to the boss room.
Pursue your heart's desires with eyes unclouded. So close, but alas. Assume the guise we share, for we are Odio. And we will win. Child fury.
Examine each of the boss statues to take part in the boss battles again.
By brutish men bereft of spoken words.
But there's a big difference this time. You're playing as the bosses. Very cool idea, but don't expect a challenge. Your former characters are much weaker than the new. Although having said that, defeating the boulder Romaru as Odilo is still harder than I remember. I legitimately lost to him! You're supposed to just get a regular game over for losing, but leaving me, I managed to come across a very special and unique thing. going on. I love the auto save, and for some reason the game got stuck on this black screen, and I could do anything. Seriously, how do I manage to come across this kind of glitch with nearly every game I play? How? If you reduce the critical health, you'll gain the ability to use Armageddon, naturally. And guess what Armageddon does? Yep. That's just what I figured. Doing this just causes the same ending as losing the audio, but since you are audio, good ending. Kill all the protagonists to get another ending.
None can withstand the power of my forbidden magic.
Child of vision, now begin your reign. Thus ends the lesson. Deny me thou not. Delusions, they've no more. Believe in me. You must, for I am the hero true.
He broke it.
I am. Believe in me. Believe. Believe in me. Believe.
Roasted. Yes. Yes. Hmm. That's the thing. Seed of the Betrayers. Yeah, I've actually seen location names that Odia has given to the surrounding parts of Lacacia. Yeah, Odia Orsted's looking at the jail where Uranus was in died in it. Break it Orsted free. Even in the original, Orsted was already a will-be destroyer of worlds. Yeah, there's no worry about Orsted ever being a complete monster. But the remake. Wait. Yeah, I just saw the Green Darken. I'm guessing from Idle Time. I'm guessing the Green Darken from Idle Time because I don't have the Nintendo Switch to know for sure. You missed them, don't you, Orsted? The balcony of the castle. I just saw a teardrop. Alone, victorious, thus ends his tale. Sad end. Poor Hursted. Despite succeeding at his goal, he isn't happy. He can't help feeling bad for the guy. You would need both. The one ending where Orsted lives, unless you somehow count the Armageddon ending, but still. Well, that's all for this video. I'll tell you what, after playing Live Alive, I'm going to have to have trouble trusting anyone with O-T and I in their names. Garfield just watch this back. Thanks to Patreon supporters, and hey, I'm here. Thanks for watching. No problem. Come on. Love love's controversial opinion. Corner. I hate what? Simple. Yeah. Yeah. There we go. So yeah, that was Creepy Bad Endings, number 46 remake, and that was nice to do this. This is a one-off thing for those wondering, but anyway, yeah, glad to have watched this. Glad to have provided my reaction to stuff. I mean, it's not much. I mean, before I started, I'm obviously not providing a face cam, but anyway. So, yeah. I just really wanted to do this because, yeah. Life Alive remakes and changes to the true ending really piqued my interest. I mean, you might have noticed on my community tab that I made a post about it. That I end up with hope that if Secret of Evermore ended up having a remake, it would actually be a good one. With some tender, loving care touches to it. Yeah. Anyway. So, yeah. So, yeah. I hope you've been. So, yeah. I mean, we do have different opinions about dying Whoisthisgit and I. But yeah. Yeah. Anyway, let's put this on record. So till next time, thanks for watching, and I hope you have a good day. MKDH out. Strabo, you're a disgrace!